Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I am having a little problem with my voice, so please bear with me. This video is part of the playlist CBSE Mathematics for class 7 following the textbook of author RS Aggarwal. This is the class number 2 on the chapter integers. If you have not watched the previous video, on integers class number 1, then I highly suggest you please watch that video first to maintain the continuity of the study. So in this playlist I will be discussing and studying and discussing all the chapters of mathematics class 7 following the textbook of RS Aggarwal, which is based on the CBSE board. In this video I will discuss about the subtraction of integers, the properties of subtraction, solve a few selected problems of exercise 1A, and will also provide a few homework problems. So let's get started. Okay, so as usual, I have my notes on the left hand side, and on the right hand side I will discuss the concepts and will solve the problems. So how do we subtract or do subtraction of integers? Now for any two integers a and b, the subtraction is we define subtraction as a minus b, that is we are subtracting b from a. So how does it work? So a minus b, we write a minus b, meaning we are subtracting the integer b from a. This is equivalent to adding the additive inverse of b to a. That is, we add with a the additive inverse of b. Now what is additive inverse of b? It is minus b. So for example, if we do 4 minus 3, this is equivalent to we add the what is 4 minus 3? We are subtracting 3 from 4. So it will be 4 plus the additive inverse of 3, which is minus 3. And since we are basically converting the subtraction operation into addition operation, and since we know how to add two integers, we can now easily compute the value. So in this case it will be we are adding one negative integer and one positive integer, and we have already discussed in the previous video that when we add two integer of unlike sign, what we do is we subtract the numerically less value from the numerically greater value, and then on the result we put the sign of the numerically greater integer. So over here the integers are the integers we are adding are 4 and minus 3. So the numerical value of minus 3 is 3 and the numerical value of 4 is 4. So what we do is we subtract the lesser numerical value, that is 3, from 4. And what will be the sign of this result? The sign of the numerically greater value, which is 4. So the answer is 1. So this is how we subtract one integer from another integer. We basically add the additive inverse of the integer we are subtracting to the integer. So if we want to subtract b from a, we just add the additive inverse of b to a. Okay. Now in the box on the left hand side you can see there are two formulas. If you can remember them, you should remember them. The basic formula is that this is the basic formula. This is the fundamental formula, that a minus b is equal to A plus the additive inverse of B. Now, if you have an expression of the form A minus of minus B, so if you have an expression like this, what the result will be? It will be the same. So over in this case, we are subtracting minus B from A. So what will be the result? We will add the additive inverse of minus B to A. So we will add to A the additive inverse of minus B. Now what is the additive inverse of minus B? It is B. So these two formula you should always remember. Okay, now let's see some examples. On the left hand side on the notes, you see that when we subtract minus 8 from 5, what happens is we are adding to 5 the additive inverse of minus 8. That is, we are adding additive inverse of minus 8 is 8. So we are adding 8 to 5, which is 13. In the second example, we are subtracting 4 from 6. So what do? We add to 6 the additive inverse of 4. The additive inverse of 4 is minus 4. So now we add 6 and minus 4. And following the rules of addition of integers that we have discussed in the previous video, we can say that 6 plus minus 4 will be plus positive 6 minus 4, which is 2. Sorry. The third example says minus 5 minus 4. Over here we are subtracting 4 from minus 5. So it will be, what will be the result? We will add the additive inverse of 4 to minus 5, which becomes minus 5 plus minus 4. So if we now need to add two negative integers, which will be negative of 5 plus 4, that is minus 9. In the example 4, you see it is subtracting minus 1 from minus 3. So what we do is we add the additive inverse of minus 1 to minus 3. So that becomes minus 3 plus 1. What is 1? 1 is the additive inverse of minus 1. So now it becomes addition of minus 3 and plus 1. And based on the addition rules, it will be minus of 3 minus 1, which is minus 2. Okay. Now let's quickly see the properties of subtraction of integers. The first one is the closure property. So the closure property says that for any two integers a and b, the result of a minus b will also be an integer. So that is a closure property. If you take any integer a and b and if you subtract them, the result will also be an integer. Okay. Now the subtraction of integers is not commutative. What is commutative law? Commutative law says, the commutative law says that for the commutative law of subtraction will say that a minus b equals to b minus a. But in reality, this is not true. This is not always true. This is not always true. So we say that the subtraction operation is not commutative. The subtraction of integers is not commutative. Also, it is not associative, meaning a minus b minus, for any three integers a, b and c, a minus b minus c will not be always equal to a minus b minus c. In the addition operation, we saw that addition operation was associative, but subtraction is not associative. Also, subtraction is not commutative. And we saw that in the previous video, addition operation of integers is commutative. Now, okay, so these are the properties of subtraction of integers. So subtraction is not commutative, it is not associative, but it follows the closure property. That is, if you subtract any two integers, then the result will also be an integer. Now let's quickly solve the few selected problems from the exercise 1A. Okay, so let's solve exercise 1A problems. The first one says evaluate the following. Okay, so it says 0 minus 64. So it is asking to subtract minus 64 from 0. Okay, so what do? We add to 0, we add the additive inverse of minus 64. So this becomes 0, additive inverse of minus 64 is 64. So this becomes 64, and so 0 plus 64 is 64. So the answer is 64. Second one says 144 minus 56. So again it is asking to subtract minus 56 from 144. So what we do is we add the additive inverse of minus 56, which is 56, with 144. So the answer is 144 plus 56, which becomes 10, which becomes 200. Okay, if I do any mistakes in the calculation, like addition and subtraction, please do let me know in the comment section, because I am prone to make mistakes. So please take a note of that, and please let me know if I do any mistakes. Okay. Third number, it says minus 240 minus, so it is asking to subtract minus 53 from minus 240. Okay, so this is basically it is asking to subtract minus 53 from minus 240. Okay, so what do? As per the rules of subtraction, we add to minus 240 the additive inverse of minus 53, which is 153. We add the additive inverse of minus 53, which is 153, to minus 240. So now this becomes the addition of a negative number and a positive number, and based on the rules of addition of two integers of unlike sign, we can say that this will be 240 minus 150, and the sign will be negative because the numerical value of minus 240 is greater than the numerical value of 153. So how much is this? This is 7. This is 8. So this is minus 87. Okay. So number 4, it says subtract the sum of minus 1032 and 878 from minus 34. Subtract the sum of, okay, so from minus 34, it is asking to subtract the sum of minus 1032 plus 878. Okay, fine. So first we have to find the result of the sum of minus 1032 plus 878. So how much will be? As per the rules of addition of integers we have studied in the previous video, this will be minus 1032 minus 878, because when we add two integers of unlike signs, meaning opposite signs, we subtract the the smaller numerical value from the greater numerical value, and to the result we put the sign of the integer which has which has greater numerical value. In this case it is minus 1032. So now this becomes minus 34. How much is 1032 minus 878? It will be 4, 12, 5, 8, 9 and 1. I hope I am right. 12. No, I think I am wrong. Let me do it again. It will be 4, 12, and then 8, and then we have 5. It is 154. Okay. So this. So now this becomes, we have to subtract minus 154 from 34. So this is basically minus 34 minus of 154. So what do? Is we add the additive inverse of minus 54 to minus 34. The additive inverse of minus 54 is 154. So this becomes this. So now we have addition of positive integer which is 154 and the negative integer which is 1 minus 34. So as per the rules of addition of two integers of unlike sign, this will be 154 minus 34. This is equal to 0, 1, 20. Sorry. Okay. Let's do this was 4. Okay. What does 5 say? Subtract minus 134 from the sum of 38 and minus 87. Okay. It is asking to subtract minus 134 from the sum of 38 minus, from this sum it is asking to subtract minus 134. Okay, so first we will complete the addition part, that is 38 plus minus 87. So this becomes, as per the rule of addition of integers of unlike sign, this will be minus 87 minus 38, and this is minus of 134. Okay, so this becomes minus 9, and this is minus 49. So this becomes this. So now we do the subtraction, and while do the subtraction, what we do is we will add to minus 49 the additive inverse of minus 134, which is 134. So again now we have to add a positive integer and a negative integer, and as per the rules of adding two integers of opposite sign, it will be 134 minus 49, and this is 5 and 85. Okay. If you find any issue in following my videos, if you do not understand any steps Please do let me know in the comment section. I will do my best to address your query. Okay, what is the question number 2 says, the sum of two integers is 65. If one of them is minus 1, if one of them is minus 31, find the other. Okay, the sum of two integers is 65. If one of them is minus 31, find the other. Let's say we let the other number, other integer be a. So what is given? So given the sum of two integers is 65, and also it is given one of them is minus 31, and we have assumed that the other integer is a. So we are given minus 31 plus a equals 65, and from here we have to find a. So how do we find a from this? So if we add a to minus 31, we are having 65. So from here we can say that a equals 65 minus 31. So when you are adding a to minus 31, we are getting 65. So a will be 65 minus 31. So now this is again the subtraction of two integers, and this will be 65 plus the additive inverse of minus 31, which is 31. So this becomes 96. So the other number is 96. A is 96. Now see if you can verify that the answer is correct or not. So if the one number is given as minus 31, one number is given as verify, you can quickly verify. The one number is given as 31, and we have found the other number is 96. If you do this, this should be equal to 65. If we do this, what we have is the addition of two integers of unlike sign. So what will be is, this will be 96 minus 31, this is 65, which is given. The sum of two numbers integers is 65, that was given. So whenever you have this kind of problem, that the sum of two integers is given and one of them is also given, and you are asked to find the other one, what you do is you assume the other integer to be a, and then you frame the equation. This is the equation that we have got from the given information. So one number is given as minus 31, and we have assumed the other number to be a, and the sum is given. So the sum becomes the given number plus the number that we have assumed a equals to the given sum. In this case, it is 65. So now from here we can say that a equals to 65 minus. So we are basically subtracting to find a. We are subtracting the minus 31 from 65. So in this way we find a as 96. Okay. So let's see the problem number 3. It says that the difference of an integer a and minus 64 is 4. Find the value of a. So it is given that the difference of an integer a and minus 64. So it is given that a minus 64 is 4. It says that the difference of the integer a and the minus 64 is 4. So it is given that a minus 64 is 4. So how do we find a from here? So from here we say that a equals to whatever a equals to 4 plus minus 64. So when you are an integer a is unknown, and when you subtract a given integer from that integer, from a unknown integer, and the result is also given. So in this kind of problem, you solve the unknown number like this. You first frame the equation from the given fact. The given fact was the difference of the integer a and minus 64 was given. So we write a minus 64 equals to 4. From here we find the a as 4 plus minus 64. Now this will be again, so this is the addition of minus 64 with 4, and as per the rules of adding two integers of unlike sign, this will be minus 64 minus 4, and this is minus 60. So the integer a is minus 60. Now you can quickly verify if whether the answer is correct or not by seeing that the difference of integer a and minus 64 was given as 4. So we have found a as minus 60. So we quickly check the minus 60 minus 64 if this is coming to 4 or not. So let's check. So we are subtracting minus 64 from minus 60. So what do? We add the additive inverse of minus 64 to minus 60. So this becomes this, and from the addition of two integers of unlike sign, we can say that this is 64 minus 60, this is 4. So the difference was given as 4. So this is correct. Okay. Let's see the problem number 4. State whether the following statements are true or false. Okay, let's see. First, the smallest integer is 0. Sorry, the smallest integer is 0. This is false because there is no smallest integer. Now, in the all the negative integers, the more you move towards the left on the number line, to the left of the origin, they are all negative integers, and the more you move towards the left, the more you move towards the left of the number line, this is the number line, this is 0, O, you have all these integers on the right hand side, the positive integers, and on the left hand side you have all the negative integers, and all the positive integers, they are endless. There are endless number of positive integers on the right hand side of the origin O, and there are endless number of negative integers on the left hand side of the origin O. So there is no end. The more you move towards the left of origin O, the lesser, the smaller integer value you will get. So there is no smallest integer. So this is false. Okay, so what about 2? Minus 10 is greater than minus 7. Now obviously if you minus 10 is greater than minus 7, this is obviously false. Why? Because the point minus 10 on the number line is to the left of minus 7. Now any point on the number line, if x and y are any points, I am talking in general, if x and y are any points on the number line, let's say like this, then definitely x is less than the y. Any point, and also z is greater than y, x is less than y, x is also less than z. So now on the number line, if you plot minus 10 and minus 7, this will be 0, the origin, and somewhere on the left you will have minus 7, and farther left you will have minus 10. So minus 10 is to the left of minus 7. So definitely minus 10 is less than minus 7, and in the statement it says that minus 10 is greater than minus 7, which is false. Okay. Third number, 0 is larger than every negative integers. This is true. Why? Because on the number line 0 is the center, origin. This is point O, it is 0, and to the left of 0 we have all the negative integers. We have all the negative integers, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So they are all to the left of 0, and so they must be less than the value 0. So the statement says 0 is larger than every negative integers, which is true, because the point 0 on the number line lies to the right of all the negative integers. So this is true. 4. The sum of two negative integers is a negative integers. The sum of two negative integers is a negative integer. This is false. It cannot be. The sum of two negative integer is always a negative integer, because let's say the sum, it is like this: a and b, minus a and minus b are two negative integers. If we add them, what we get is minus a plus b. So it is always negative. Number 5. The sum of a positive integer and a negative integer is always a positive integer. This is false. No, this is not always true, because the sum of a positive integer and a negative integer, it says that it is always a positive integer. No, if I do 2 plus minus 3, this becomes minus 3 minus 2, this is minus 1, this is coming negative. So the sum of a positive integer and a negative integer is not always positive. There can be cases where the sum is negative integer. So that is the end of the questions, and I have also prepared a set of problems as homework problems. I will attach the link to the PDF of the homework problems in the description below. Please do try to solve the homework problems on your own, and I will provide and upload the solution to the homework problems in the next 24 hours. Let me see if I can quickly bring up the homework problems. So this is the homework problems. You cannot see it, the entire PDF. This is a PDF. So this is the homework problems. I will provide the link to the PDF of this homework problem in the description below. So that was all for this video. If you are watching my videos on regular basis, then I will request and highly appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. If you are not yet subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel and like this video and share this video with your friends. And also please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos, as I will be posting videos while I will study and discuss all the chapters of mathematics class 7 following the textbook of RS Aggarwal. So stay tuned for the next video which will be on integers, multiplication of integers, and then I will do division of integers, and on the video of division of integers I will provide the next set of problems, homework problems, which will cover all the topics of the integers. That is the first chapter of from the book RS Aggarwal. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.